What's up, guys? I'm Nate Johnson, owner and head trainer at Steel Strength Training, where we believe in prehab, rehab, and doing what you thought was impossible. Alright guys, today I'm making this video and it's mostly aimed towards my female clients, not just my clients, but any of the females watching this video, but it's good advice for most people as well. But it's very specific towards my female clients. So today, I was dealing with a nutrition question that I've been asked many times. How do I lose weight? Okay, it was one of my female clients. She wants to get a little leaner. Okay, and so I said, what does your typical day look like? And so we talked about the food that she was eating. And 9 times out of 10, I get asked this question. The people eat very healthy foods, okay? They're eating well, but they're not eating enough to lose fat. And it doesn't make any sense, okay, when you first talk about it, okay? I'm sitting here and I'm telling this woman, I'm saying, you need to eat more in order to lose fat. And it doesn't make sense, and it kind of made me nervous the first time I recommended my very first female client to do that, because I was thinking, good grief, if this plan falls through, I don't know what to do. But luckily it worked with the first female client, and it has worked with every client since then, okay? Now, I'll go ahead and say this. If you're one of those people and you're picking out on cookies and fast food and you're just eating all kinds of food all day long and it's terrible food, you probably just need to cut back on the amount of food you eat, which is okay. It's an easy fix. Cut back a little bit on the amount of food you're eating, boom, you'll start losing weight. But for those of you who eat very healthy, okay, you're very health conscious, you pay attention to what goes into your body, you're getting a lot of healthy fats, okay? The problem is, in this crowd, I see that these women are not getting enough protein, they're not eating enough meat, and they're not getting enough carbs, specifically starchy carbs. Most of their carbs are coming from vegetables, so it's not a very significant source of carbs, or fruit, which is great, but the way fructose versus starchy carbs break down in your body are a little bit different. So the fruit's good, but the first thing I tell them, if I don't think they're eating enough, is eat more meat, okay? Start replacing some of these things like yogurt and hummus or whatever with some more meat and things like potatoes and rice, okay? So what you're doing is, by increasing the amount of calories you're taking in, your body doesn't think that it's starving anymore, and so it's more likely to want to get rid of extra fat. And another example that doesn't make sense when you first think about it, but a lot of us already know this, is that if you're trying to flush excess water weight, if you're really bloated and you want to get rid of that water, the way you do that is not by stopping your intake of water. What you actually do is you increase your intake of water, and by drinking more and more water, your body realizes it has a good supply of water, and so it's more likely to flush that excess water out. Same thing with food. Now, obviously, this can be taken to the extreme. This is not an excuse to eat ice cream and donuts and pizza for every meal, because if you have too much food, you will get fatter, okay? And that's not the goal. But for the most part, if you are a woman that is health conscious, if you're active, you're working out, you're walking, you're lifting weights, maybe doing some cardio, you probably need to be eating much more than you are, okay? Now, one thing that you might say is that, you know, Nate, I'm not really hungry for more, okay? I'm pretty full. But let me say this, your body can be very deceptive, okay? Just because you're used to eating, 1,200 calories a day doesn't mean that you shouldn't be eating any more than that, okay? Trust me on this one, if you are stalled and you can't lose weight, eating less is probably not the answer for you. Start eating more protein and eating more carbs. Carbs will get your job. 4, 5, 6 potatoes, several servings of rice. Really get in those calories. It's going to be very hard to overeat on those foods, and you will actually start to lose weight, okay? And at first, eventually your body will adapt to eating that much. Your hunger will kind of catch up. But at first, it's going to take you consciously making yourself eat more than is necessarily comfortable. But in the long run, you're going to feel better, you're going to perform better, and you're going to look better. And that's what we all want, right? All right, ladies, this is it. You heard me, and I'm not going to say it again, but this is your excuse to go out and eat more than you're eating right now. All in the name of getting leaner. See you guys next time.